Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Neustrashimy. Going over the matchmaking. Enemy Musashi, Alaska, Rune. That gives us a radar advantage there. Black, Jutland, Kitakaze. Actually, we still have the radar advantage. We've got two radar cruisers versus radar cruiser and a radar DD. And really the lesson of this game is this is kind of a different way to play Neustrashimy, and I'm gonna play it more like I would say more like an Udaloy would probably be the closest thing off the top of my head. Uh, what I mean by that is uh, you've seen me play a lot of games to this point where I push with my destroyers and I basically spot enemy DDs and I basically try to tank the damage so my DDs don't take the damage, and then that I've got my repair that lets me recover that HP, which lets me, you know, not really lose as much as what it appears in the trade. Uh, what I'm finding at ranked 5, players are smart enough that even though I'm closer by sometimes even 3 or 4 kilometers, they'll still shoot, the Kitakaze, the black, especially a black. That's always a high priority target. Uh, they'll still shoot them because they don't have the repair, uh, and all the damage that they take is permanent. So what I've started to shifting towards is more aggressive gun usage, playing a little bit more on the flanks, and really getting playing more like that harassing role. Destroyer gets spotted anywhere within 12 kilometers of my ship. Generally, I'm shooting, unless I have very good reason not to. And I'm doing that because it the HP trades I talked about earlier. You can see here, black is spotted. He's halfway across the map. I'm shooting. And I'm shooting just because I want to try to remove as much HP as possible. He's leaving my gun range, shifting back to the Jutland. He's a lower priority target. He does have a repair, but it's not as big a repair as mine is. So, it's not groundbreaking damage, but it's putting pressure on these ships. The Jutland smokes up because of it. And that's one less smoke that we need to worry about in the future. Kitakaze jumps out, ambushes me. I just instantly smoke up. We've got my Kitakaze helping me out here, trying to get some shots back out on this guy, but this Kitakaze is already bailing. He's doing a good job of being difficult to hit in this smoke. I do get radared by the Alaska, and I'm just going to kite out. No need to lose a bunch of HP and stuff on this trade. This tells me the Kitakaze is going to be shooting. And again, just, going to keep shooting at this guy. Anything he takes is permanent. I can repair back almost everything that he did to me at this point. And being able to chunk that guy down really will hurt their team, because he's going to be a big source of their DPM. And here you can see what I'm talking about with that harassing play style. Honestly, this wouldn't you have it, wouldn't you know it, as soon as I swapped to a different build that was more anti-DD focused, I dropped Demo Expert for Adrenaline Rush, and the throwaway point being instead of Priority Target, Incoming Fire Alert, just to test it out. I start seeing matchmaking with, couple cruisers, couple battleships, the matchmaking where I'd want that extra fire chance. But here you just see me just using islands, just trying to add DPM constantly, just trickle, trickle, trickle on the enemy. I'm not in any sort of danger of taking major damage. There could be torps coming. They do know I'm sort of over here. But it appears that Kitakaze just ran off. For the Kitakaze to get any sort of torpedo angles on me, he's either has to smoke up or I'll get surface spotted from where I'm at right now. So I feel pretty safe right now just hitting these guys and just not getting any sort of fires out on this Musashi. And, that's always really frustrating. Gonna back up a little bit. I want to try to get some more pressure. The Musashi, it's fine to just pressure that guy down. Really, the priority target is getting rid of that Alaska. Now, I did get a fire on the Alaska there. I did get radared, so I did disengage. Kind of a wasted radar for him. I'm just gonna do a little circle here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna approach this island, and I'm gonna try to drop torps in behind this island. I'm seeing there's a little seam here that I might be able to get a torp hit or two on this Alaska if I get close enough. You saw me take one stab at it before, but I was too far back from the islands. The torpedo spreads were too wide to get through the gap. So I get much closer this time, and you'll see how I lay this. I'll pause it. You see I'm slowing down to give myself more time, and I'm going to launch one in here to try to cover back where he's at right now. And then I'm going to lay one further in front if he tries to poke up on this island, try to shoot my Alaska or something back in here, or maybe in here. I've got torps covering that. Now, his radar's down. I'm looking here. I'm shooting. I see that he gets a fire, and he instantly repairs it. So that's telling me that my torps, I got a lot more through there that time. That if I do get a flood on him, he's going to be in trouble. Now this is the other thing about playing these angles with Neustrashimy, just like the other Russian gunboats. You can hold down these angles. There's the flood. And I'm just waiting. He said 20 seconds for radar. Just gonna start working on this Jutland. The Alaska's flooding in the background. That's actually made this guy low enough. He's trying to push out right now, and he's pushing into my Kitakaze. I'm a little focused right now on seeing if I can gun down this Jutland. And again, at these sorts of ranges, most of these DDs are going to have a hard time hitting me. I'm not going to have the hugest DPM on them, but generally I will hit them more than they will hit me. And I also have the repair that helps as well. So we picked up the Jutland. That really starts clearing out a lot of the center cap. And I'm going to push in here and start trying to contest the middle. I feel like these DDs, they've really taken a beating over the course of the game. And, I've still got a lot of lot of potential in my ship still. That's my first repair. I'm popping it now, even though it's a really short heal. Simply because I don't foresee immediate contact. I am foreseeing, a chance to get this back off cooldown, and that basically really tops my ship up on HP to prepare me for bumping into the Kitakaze is really what I'm looking to do here in the future. I do have an Alaska that's in trouble here. He's run aground on this little island. So once I do get this cap, I am going to start shooting this Musashi, see if I can distract him. Wouldn't do this unless I had smoke handy. There's Kitakaze Torps. So, you see I'm pushing up towards the island. I'm looking to see if I can potentially launch some torpedoes on him. I see that it's not going to happen. So, I'm just going to start shooting. Also, nets me a couple base defenses. Just juke the shells with speed. Trying to get fires on the bow here. Pause it right here. This is telling me that there is either a DD down on this, somewhere in this line, which is very unlikely. So that means the Kitakaze is basically somewhere in this arc, or maybe back in between these islands, but most likely up in here. We saw the torpedoes come down through here. It basically is updating me and telling me that he's somewhere up here. This outer ring's not being flipped, so I think that he's actually outside the cap. He could, I think, be in the middle ring, because I believe my Kitakaze's in that ring contesting it. So that epicenter is really nice to be able to tell you stuff like that within, the really important area of the map. It does a pretty good job letting you know where things are. Kitakaze pops up. He was outside the ring. He stepped in it. And now you can see that he's starting to actually flip the ring. Even though I'm, resetting the Musashi, he's in the ring, obviously, and going to be a factor. Musashi did repair the double fire. So I am throwing some shots out there, just see if I can get a last minute fire. My Alaska gets one last final volley on the Musashi. And I've got kind of a conundrum here. I'm radared by the black. I know he's close, and you just saw those shots there. So he's, somewhere right here shooting over the island at me. He's not really going to get any sort of DPM on me. Really, this was a wasted radar. He should have waited till the Kitakaze actually had a bead on me and worked it out in chat to use his radar to let the Kitakaze shoot me. But what's happening right now is, if you watch my Alaska's HP, their Kitakaze's getting serious about putting down our Alaska. And we're going to need to deal with that. We've got this Musashi that's pushing behind this island. Or at least I think he's pushing behind the island. He could hook in this way, but I'm fairly sure that he's going to try to push through so he can try to get shots this way through the map. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to dump some torps, zoning this guy out here momentarily. Looks like my team's going to pick up the second ring. That's also confirming that this Musashi is still on the outside ring. That means he's still going south, hasn't turned in. Now I see the Kitakaze, and I'm basically starting to stalk this guy right now. And you see all three of my team is starting to push this guy. I'm expecting Musashi to keep turning in, so just throwing a big fan set of torps in between this gap where I expect this Musashi to want to push. And gonna keep pushing up here aggressively because this Kitakaze, he's in danger of putting down my Alaska. The Alaska can keep either this island or this island, generally between him and the Musashi, but he can't do anything about the Kitakaze. So Kitakaze gets radared. He's starting to kite back. My Kitakaze is driving him off. And Kitakaze's turning in to try to help with contesting points because they're going to lose in 3 minutes. And he pushes right into me. There goes the Musashi. Torpedoes letting me be in multiple places at once. And with no smoke, that Kitakaze was just going to go down. And I was just using my HP here to just tank the damage. I didn't want to smoke up. I wanted to make sure that that guy stayed spotted until he was dead. And now we're going to keep flipping circles. Now you can see where the black is. He's somewhere in this second ring. Oh, he pops up. Okay, take one shot. I miss. Okay, I am not hacking. Take a look at what I do with the circle. You're going to see me go, okay, that shot didn't work, and I'm going to start guesstimating on the minimap roughly where this guy went. I expected that this guy just turned out and tried to run away from me as fast as he could. So you see me, I'm looking, bring it down, right in there, try that. No? Okay, let's try a little bit further out, try that. And that's all I'm doing here, and I happened to get that one shell hit I needed to pick up the kill. A little tip there for you guys that you wonder how some of those guys are hitting those blind shots like that. Well, this is how. So this game got me back to rank 4. I'm still down from where I was at from when I was sick. Don't play sick, guys. Don't play when you feel like shit. It adds a lot of games to your season. Again, this game, this is a team effort. You know, I got a bunch of kills, mainly because I was trying to pick angles that my team couldn't cover and just kept working on stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Hope you're having a good night, and I will talk to you later.